Welcome to Bake With Me. I don't know. I've recorded like 3 YouTube videos and I haven't posted any of them because I haven't finished them and I'm not going to finish them. I don't know. Hopefully I finish this one. Who knows? So where am I going with this? This is going to be a Bake With Me video. I need paper. Okay, so what's happening is, let me move a little bit. Is that better? I don't know. I am doing a at your home baking day. I would love to have people here in my kitchen. My kitchen's very small, very cluttered, a little messy. We won't talk about that. And my apartment's also a disaster. So I don't want people here. So I was like, how can I teach people to bake? And then I was talking to somebody at my job. She's a customer. She comes in and I was telling her how I bake. She was like, oh my gosh, I'd love to bake for Christmas, but I'm terrible at baking. I need someone to teach me. She was like, why don't you come over and help me bake? I was like, you're a genius. I love you. You're the best. Here's your drink. Have a great day. And that gave me the idea of going to other people's houses and baking with them. Teach them, give them the recipes, bring the ingredients, bring all the stuff they need. All they need is an oven, space to bake, 3 hours, and holiday spirit because it's almost Christmas time. It could be Christmas, it could be Hanukkah. It's going to be lovely. So, I have to figure out today if I can do this in 3 hours, which is what the paper's for. I'm going to write down all the times that I start everything and finish everything. And yeah. So, first things first, my pad's not dead. It's a miracle. It's at 89%. That's a beautiful thing. Let's look at our recipes. I probably should print them out. I'm a genius and I didn't even know it. All these recipes have the same temperature for the ovens. It's all 350. So we have to decide what we're doing first. I think we'll start with the easiest one. Start with the sugar cookies. And go from there. My plan is to do 1 batch of each of these cookies, and hopefully that'll be enough. I don't exactly know how much each makes. We will find out. Computer's gonna go here, iPad's gonna go here. Don't know why I have both. The time is 12:25. So we're gonna do, this is number 1. So the best thing about this is that I'm gonna have all the ingredients already measured out. So I won't have to measure any ingredients. You can just dump it in. It'll take like even less time. But today I'm measuring, so I'm gonna subtract a little bit of time, but also hopefully get this done in 3 hours. So we're going to start with our butter. So these are Funfetti sugar cookies. I figured I don't want to do a bunch of different colors. I don't want to accidentally stain someone's house green or red or blue if it's Hanukkah. But I don't want just plain sugar cookies because I don't want to decorate them with frosting. So I figured, why not do Christmas Funfetti cookies? That way they're festive, they're beautiful, but no dye everywhere. So today I only have rainbow sprinkles. I'm going to go to Michael's and get Christmas and Hanukkah sprinkles. Because, last year or 2-3 years ago, they had Hanukkah sprinkles, so I'm hoping they still have it. We'll find out. So this was $12.25. This is $12.29. Egg and vanilla. Alright, I was kind of hoping for more cookie cutters in this. I have like 1 good one. We're gonna say more. I have 1 Hanukkah cookie cutter. Give me 1 second. What time did I finish this? 12:30. Okay, I found some more ones, but I found a stocking, a Christmas tree, and a star. I think I'll do. 3 cups of flour. So let's see. thinking this Christmas tree, this stocking, and this star. Yeah, I think this star. That one's a bit too big. I think this one's good. And I'll do like 2 menorahs just to like advertise that I can do Hanukkah ones. We're not just doing Christmas cookies. They can be whatever your heart desires. So this is what our dough looks like. It's full of delicious sprinkles. I only roll about half at a time, just so I don't roll too much. I do need a baking tray. So when I cut out the shapes, I take all the dough around the shapes. I just throw it back into the bowl with the extra dough. That way I can just scoop it all up into a ball, and it's beautiful. So, the oven is ready, by the way. My oven is a new-ish oven, maybe like 4 years old now, but still like on the new side. And it takes just about 15 minutes to heat up to 350. Actually, it takes exactly 15 minutes to heat up to 400. 350 would obviously be a little less. The butter, my bad. That's my tray of cookies. I hope you can see it okay. Got 3 trees, 3 stockings, 3 stars, 3 menorahs, and I got a decent amount of dough left. So we're gonna move on to the second tray. I try to only put 2 trays in the oven at a time. My oven does tend to cook a little sporadically. The top always cooks faster than the middle and the bottom. I don't know, it's an oven. I don't know. So you might be asking, what am I doing with all these cookies that I'm making? That's a great question. I don't know. We'll try to sell them. Be like, I made extra cookies. Want to try a cookie before you commit to a whole baking day? Buy a cookie. I slingshot it across the room. But if not, I always can bring them to my mother. She works at a daycare. Teachers love cookies. Children love cookies. If not, I can bring it to my job. Baristas love cookies. Who doesn't love cookies? So, the cookies rarely go to waste. The only time they go to waste is when I let them sit out for too long, and that's my bad. I should know better, because people will eat them. The problem with this recipe is it makes like 2 trays in a tiny bit. I wish I made 3 trays. Or like just 2 trays. I wish there wasn't like a tiny bit of dough that I feel like I'm wasting or that I have to put on a separate tray. But you can't complain too much. It's creating extra cookies, you know? So today, by the way, is November 21st. A month and, what, like 4 days until Christmas? Something like that. I can do math. The other day I thought Christmas was on the 27th. I was thinking of Thanksgiving. And I was like, what? Christmas? 25th? It's the 27th. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Alright, I'm going to put these 2 trays in. The good thing about these baking classes is I will have multiple people working, hopefully. Maybe just maybe one person. I set it for pricing. Pricing starts at 1 to 5 people. So pay one price, you have up to 5 people in the class, and that will be good. So I can have like 5 people rolling, and that would be easy as hell. So I'm going to put these in the oven now. I'm going to set the timer for 8 minutes. It normally takes longer than that. We will see. Technically, I set it for 8 minutes and 1 second. So I finished rolling at 12:48. Let's clean up a bit and go on to gingerbread. So the problem with all these recipes is I need a mixer for all of them. So I have seen online, and my grandma literally just mentioned this to me. It was so weird. Like these inserts you put in the stand mixer bowl, and then you just watch the insert. You don't watch the whole bowl. Because that stainless steel bowl for the mixer, $75. Those inserts, probably like $10 a pop. Is that cringe to say $10 a pop? $10 a piece? $10 a thing? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm thinking what we'll do is buy those inserts. Today I'm going to wash the bowls. I think we'll do the cranberry orange ones last. So I think we'll do rollout cookie, the sugar cookies we just did, drop cookies, thumbprint cookies, rollout cookie, the gingerbread, drop cookie, the cranberry orange cookies. So we're gonna do thumbprint cookies number 2. So I'm going to quickly wash the bowl. By the way, the screen might move a little bit. It might not be exactly right here because I do have to move my phone to do the dishes. Sorry in advance that it's not perfect. I'll try my best. Don't even tell, but my shirt is wet because my sink is very small and it sucks. Bowl's clean. Paddle's clean. The timer did go off for the cookies. We're not done yet. They got like 30 seconds left, maybe even like 10. 9, 8, that was right, 10 seconds. So, no, wait, take those out, put those in, and then we'll, I don't think they're done yet. Let's see. Done. The way I like to test to see if they're done, I'll show you. First of all, look at my oven mitt. Baked goods, I make break brates. Baked goods, I make baked grates. So I take them out, and then I gently lift it, and if it lifts decently, it's done. These are like breaking a little, they're a little too soft. I'm gonna give it another 2 minutes. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 minutes. Thumbprint cookies is next. I will need jam and powdered sugar. And my grandmother's salt that I stole. Because I ran out of salt and I don't know where she keeps her big thing of salt. So the great thing about this, the oven is already preheated. Yeah, let's do that. A little thick. It's very thick. There was strawberry jam and strawberry preserves. I looked at the ingredients, exactly the same. Same order, same ingredients. I think the difference is that strawberry preserves have seeds. But now looking at this, it's very thick. So strawberry preserves may be thinner, which is what I wanted. But this should be fine. It should be all right. It doesn't squeak. That's kind of a squeak. Man with a pan. So these ones I think are done. They're lifting up a bit. Oh no, they're still like a little. Ooh, they're definitely too soft. That one was like broke, so it's too soft. So they need another 2 minutes. That's 15 minutes. It's 1 o'clock. I've been baking for 35, 45, 55, 105, 35 minutes, and the recipe's almost done already. That's great, because I said it's going to take 30 minutes. So, and all the ingredients are going to be remeasured, etc. I did say each one is going to take 30 minutes. I think it's going to take longer. I think I was wrong. Alright, these are done. Shut that. Put that there. Take this one out. This, we have to remember, 1 baking sheet is going to take less time than 2. I also did stick my thumb in that one. Oops. I'm going to put this over here. It's getting hot. I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes because it is going to take a shorter amount of time than the 15-minute ones. This bowl gets butter and sugar. 3/4 cups of butter. Need a knife. This is 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. So what I don't understand in my kitchen is that I have all these measuring scoops. I don't know if you can see. There's like 1,000,000,000 1/3. There's some 1/4s, there's some 1 cups, and there's 2 1/2 cups. One of which is broken. Like the handle comes off. So it's like, where did all my 1/2 cups go? Beats me. I'm not stealing them. Alright, this is going in the mixer. I'm going to scrape down the side of the bowl. And look what I'm using. Heart spatula for the Heart Thumbprint cookies. Genius. 1 3/4 cups of flour. Alright, this is what the dough looks like. It is a shaggy dough. I'm going to knead it with my hands. If needed, we can add water. Depends on like the what am I trying to say? Not the oxygen outside, but like the dew point, the humidity of outside. It's all over my shirt now, lovely. Alright, I don't think this is going to make as many cookies as I thought. I need 24. It has been more than 5 minutes. I was supposed to time it for 5 minutes because after 5 minutes I normally take the cookies off the tray and cool them. So I'm going to do that, just like right now. They are still a little warm. That's fine. As long as they don't, I know you can't see me while I'm talking. As long as they don't like break when you pick them up, they're cooked enough. After like the 5 minutes that you let them cool. These are touching a little bit. Should be fine. Let's take a 1 tablespoon scoop. I'm just gonna roll it into a ball, push it down. Using our thumb, push a heart shape. Looks fine. I can do it better. Maybe with my pinky. Wait. I have a tool specifically for this, one that I forged myself. This is my great-grandmother's super tiny spoon that I bent at an angle specifically to make these cookies. So, let's see if this works. Let's try it in a different direction. It worked all right. I just gotta like get down the science of this. I think the pinkies look best so far. Let me see what I can do. I think I'm gonna go with the pinkies. Okay, shut up, I hear you. Oh, these are a little toasty. So this is, see how it's like, this one's like golden brown around the edge, especially that one there? You don't want that. We're at 15 right now. 16. 17. 18. I'm gonna grab a normal one of my great-grandmother's Chinese spoons. By the way, I didn't feel bad about bending that one because there's about 115 of these, and no one's gonna use them anyway, so might as well put them to good use. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take some jam, put it in the hearts, and call it a day. I do think a runnier jam would be better, but it took me 20 minutes to roll out and fill these cookies. I'm going to throw them in the oven now for 10 minutes. I'm going to do 8 just in case. 8 minutes, 8 seconds. And we're going to start on the next recipe after I take these cookies and put them on the cooling racks. Alright, the sugar cookie recipe made 30 cookies. What a disaster. The thumbprints, 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21. Alright. Hey, Sumi, you got it. Hi. Alright, next is gingerbread though. In a medium bowl, need ginger, cinnamon, and cloves. Alright, 3 cups of flour in a medium-sized bowl. I need half a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of ginger, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and a quarter teaspoon of cloves with my medium-sized whisk in my medium-sized bowl. I think they're good. In here, we're going to cream butter and brown sugar. So 6 tablespoons of butter. This is 4. I shouldn't have put the knife in the dishwasher. 3/4 cups of brown sugar. And then we'll mix in the mixer. Ow. That's a bad idea, guys. So I poured the molasses in while the mixer was going, and it just like sprayed molasses, luckily all over the sides of the bowl. But it was not my best move. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of milk. It says to add 1/3 of a teaspoon of milk if the dough is too dry. It looks a little dry. We're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna add 1/4 of a teaspoon. And then 1/2 of a quarter. I'm gonna put these thumbprints on a tray, on a cooling rack. All right, let's roll out this dough. I'm just gonna make these stars as well, I think. I don't think I need trees or stockings. I want to do gingerbread men, but I don't think I have a gingerbread man cutter. So we're just gonna do stars. I am rolling these to the same thickness that I rolled the sugar cookies, which is 1/4 inch. Just so y'all know. I was a little scared because I was like, cause I put my sugar down here, which I never do. And I was like, I haven't used that since the first recipe. I was a little worried. I was like, does this recipe of gingerbread cookies not have sugar in it? It's brown sugar. It's okay. It's okay, guys. No need to panic. It's all right. All right. The cookies are done. They're going in the oven for, what time is it? 2 o'clock. All right, 2:01. These go in for 8 to 10 minutes. I'm going to do 8 just in case. It did make 24 cookies. 2 trays of 12. So we're going to see what happens. I'm going to clean up and I'll be back for cranberry orange cookies. I thought it was done. Okay, so my phone's at 5%. But I just plugged it in. Thank goodness I stopped when I did. I'm going to hope it charges fast enough where it keeps charging and this phone stays on while I'm doing this. So these have 40 seconds left. They do need a little bit longer. I am going to bake them the same way I baked the sugar cookies. They are going to be hard to tell if they're golden brown around the edges, but if I like lift them up a little bit, we'll be able to tell if they're done or not. In this bowl, I'm going to put 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. All my oven mitts are MIA. They smell really good too. I think they're done. Thanks. And then 1/4 teaspoon of Grace. Why did she think I'm my grandma? Bro, last time she called me Dorothy, which is my one grandma. She did it 2, maybe 3 times actually. And she just called me my other grandma. What the hell? Also, she's not supposed to do that. She's only supposed to answer if you say her name. And I didn't say her name. So it's a little suspicious, huh? Anyways, we're mixing the dry ingredients together. I added a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. In this bowl, butter and sugar. So 1/2 cup of butter, 1 cup of sugar, and 3/4 cup of brown sugar. This recipe does make a lot of cookies. It says it makes like, I think the recipe says like 5 dozen or something. It does make a lot. But I ain't complaining. They're really good cookies. Alright, these are going in the mixer. My last egg, thank goodness. I do need water as well. I think the butter was too hard. Alright, then we're going to add a 1/4 cup of milk. My last egg. 1 tablespoon of water. It might need 2, but we're going to stick with 1 for now. Just because I wrote 1 in my notes. And I don't know if that's accurate, right? It was like a 2 crossed out with a 1, but it might have been a 1 crossed out with a 2. So, the original recipe calls for orange juice. 2 tablespoons of orange juice. I did not have orange juice the first 2 times I was making these cookies, so I did the 1 tablespoon, maybe 2, of water, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of orange oil. Which orange oil, do not use 2 tablespoons of orange oil. You will die. Not literally, but it will just be orange. It would be like drinking this. It's just very strong. Start with a 1/4 teaspoon per cup of ingredients. It's very strong. It smells like orange, like it smells very strong. And then it calls for 2.5 cups of cranberries. It seems like a lot of cranberries. It is. That's alright. How much do you think this is? A 1/4 cup? Oh my gosh. Don't look. The recipe does say you can use normal cranberries. I've only ever used dried, and they're delicious. So, I stick with dry. Yeah, you only need a tablespoon of water. This is fine. So, now... wash my hands real quick. I'm going to put these on the cooling rack, if there's room. They do look beautiful. Gorgeous. They're hot. Oh my gosh. The edges did lift up a tiny bit, which is a little odd. Never really seen that happen before. And with a sugar cookie, but they are gingerbread, so they are different than sugar cookies. I think they could have been cooked a tiny bit longer, but we'll be alright. I didn't write how long I put them in for. I put them in for 10 minutes. Could have done 12. They spread a little bit, but they don't spread too much. Definitely not cutout cookies, but they're not like... they're not going to be like those flat, crispy cookies. They are going to keep their height a little bit. I am still going to put 3 in a row. Because I feel like that's what I always do with all my cookies. Like the cutout cookies, normally this size, 3 in a row. The hard cookies, I did 5. I did 3 in a row, actually. Not only are these cookies delicious, the frosting for them, it's a brown butter... that's it, just a brown butter frosting. It tastes almost like maple. It's just delicious. On top of these cookies, it's just absolutely wonderful. I got this recipe from, so I wanted to do a YouTube series of 365 days of cookies, which obviously I never got around to. And the first recipe, I have a book called 365 Days of Cookies, so I was going to do most of the recipes from that. A lot of them, some of them do have nuts, and I have a nut-free kitchen. So I was going to like improvise and do some other ones from other books. But they had a cookie for every day. And the first recipe in the book for January 1st was these cookies. So I made them, and they're absolutely delicious. One of my favorite cookie recipes for sure. Alright, so I'm about halfway through this dough now. And I'm done with my second tray. So I want to say it's about 4 trays worth. Each tray has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 cookies. So it's 15, 30. I think it's going to make 60 cookies, which is...
60 is exactly 5 dozen.
It is 5 dozen. That's what the recipe said. I'm so good. It says 12 to 15 minutes, so I'm going to do 10 and see what happens. Before I actually scoop the rest of the dough, because I don't know if I want to do 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons, I'm going to start putting everything away. So I'm going to turn the camera off for a bit and clean up. Alright, my head's a little bit cut off. We're going to ignore it. I have my plates of cookies here. This is my plate of thumbprint cookies. My plate of gingerbread stars. My plate of funfetti sugar cookies. I did just take the first batch, the first 2 trays out of the cranberry orange cookies. I think I cooked them a little bit too long. It says 12 to 15 minutes or until golden brown. I put them in for 22 minutes. And they're a little too golden brown, but they like, I don't know, it was a little, yeah, I did 20. But the next one I just did 15 just to keep an eye on them. So they got 7.5 minutes left. So while they're in the oven, I just want to go over some things. I do have to make the frosting for them still. That's going to be for a little bit later. Let's go over this. So we started with funfetti sugar cookies. I have all the recipes here. They are a little schmussy. When I do the class, I'm going to print them out and put them in like the clear sleeves that go in binders so they don't get messy. I didn't feel like doing that today, and I had to write notes on that. Number 1 is funfetti sugar cookies. I started this whole adventure at 12:25 p.m. It is currently, I have no idea what time it is, but I think it's like 2 hours later.
Right now, it's 2:57 p.m.
It's 2:57.
152 minutes equals 2.53 hours.
It's been 2.5 hours, which is great because that means it'll be just about 3 hours when I finish. And also, it's going to be quicker when I do it in person, I hope, because all the ingredients will be already measured out. So Funfetti Sugar Cookies made 30 cookies. So I'm going to do 10 stars, 10 trees, 10 stockings. I want this to make 8 boxes. The question is, this is a little bit all over the place, I'm sorry. Is it going to fit in this big box? It's going to be a square one, a rectangle, or this small square box? I don't know. We're going to find out in a minute. I have a few of these tins. They're from the dollar store, so I'm sure I can get more. They're from last year, but the dollar store has great stuff. And I also have maybe like 12 of these large tins that I'm assuming is the same as this large box. Relatively close. So I'm thinking if people want to pay more, they can get nice tins. I want to make 8 boxes in total. Big or small, not sure yet. We're going to figure that out when these cookies are done. I have 5 minutes. I got to get going here. So each box would have 1 of each sugar cookie. That's 3 sugar cookies. And then leftover, I'd have 6 cookies left over. Each class that I'm doing is going to have 1 to 5 people for this amount of cookies. So there'd be 6 cookies left over. Each person could have 1 cookie. Number 2 was my thumbprint cookies. It made 21 cookies. If I put 2 thumbprint cookies in each box, there'll be 5 cookies left over. That's enough for 1 per person. If there's up to 5 people, great. 3, gingerbread. It made 24 stars, 24 cookies. So if I put 2 in each box, there'll be 8 cookies left over. Everyone can share. The cranberry orange cookies made 53 cookies. So if each box gets 5 cookies, there'll be 13 cookies left over. Everyone can have 1.5-ish. But everyone can at least, 5, 10. No, everyone can have 2.5. I think that sounds great. So, these cookies, I did that in like a minute and a half. That was speedy. I talk fast. I'm going to put together these boxes real quick. And we'll go from there. These boxes are pretty easy. Not as easy as this. The tin, you just put the lid on and it's done. But they take up a lot of room in my closet. These boxes are nice. You just fold them in. Fold all the tabs inward. Carefully. And then you tuck the corners in like so. And voila, you have a box. I do want to buy Christmas parchment paper. I'm hoping Michael's has some. There might be a Michael's trip today, but probably not. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see what happens. This box looks small for the amount of cookies I want to put in it. Let me see what kind of parchment paper I have. Oh, I have... This parchment paper will have to do for now. It's just like it looks like newspaper. Let's go over here. So I'm going to fold it a little bit. It's not going to be perfect. That's alright. Put that in the box. Like so. So it just so the grease doesn't go through the box. It might go through the sides, but it'll be alright. Alright. 3 sugar cookies. 2 gingerbread. 2 hearts, and then 5. Alright, so this is what it looks like right now. It is a little full. I don't think I'll be able to fit 5 in here, but I might be able to fit 3. So that's a small box. A small tin. Okay, so the stocking doesn't even fit in here, actually. I have to, like, cut a corner off. Hold on. Ooh. Alright, that does not fit. There might be bigger ones at the Dollar Tree, but it didn't work. So, no to this small tin, and now this cookie is missing a corner. Oh, look, he's a little sad now. It's alright. So that's a no. No to the small circle box. I have 40 seconds left. I gotta go check on these cookies. I'll be right back. Alright, I have the tray of cookies. They are, as you can see, they're a little dark. Like, it's a little dark. But it'll be okay. So this small box can get 1, 2, maybe 3. No, I think only 2. Alright, I can get 2. Alright, that's a small box. It has 3 sugar cookies, 2 gingerbread, 2 thumbprint, 2 cranberry orange. Circle box is a no-go. Big box. Let's try this big boy. He's very big. He's like, say 1.5 times the size of the square box. So I think he's going to be too big. He's also taking up my entire work area. Let's put this paper in. Let's do 1, 2, 3. This is so too big. 1, 2. This is so sad looking. Hold on. Ready? Look at that. That's so, you can't even see them. So sad. I could double it up though. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Jam cookies in here. 2, 3, 4. And then these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still not enough, because look at this. Okay. It's still a little sad looking. It's not filled to the top. Not good enough. No for the big boy box. I also think he's going to be way too big. Yeah, we're going to at least need to double this. Alright, so I think that looks okay. It's like not full to the top, but maybe like 3/4 full. I think that'll be okay. So I think it's double. Would you like to see my math? I love showing people my math. This is my math. Do you like it? Hurrah! Woo! For 4 hours. No. For 3 hours, for 1 to 5 people, I'm charging $115. That's $25 an hour. 3 is $75. Plus $10 per recipe. That's an extra $40. That's $115. They will get 8 small cookie boxes or 4 large cookie boxes, plus some extra cookies for eating. For $125, you can get 3 hours, 1 to 5 people, 8 small cookie tins, or 4 large cookie tins. Cookie tins are reusable. For $160, you get 4 hours, 1 to 8 people. This is wrong. 8. Oh, it is right. 12 small cookie boxes. My bad. It was right. 12 small cookie boxes or 6 large cookie boxes. For $175, they can get 12 small cookie tins, 1 to 8 people, 4 hours, or 6 large cookie tins. Does that sound good? Sound like all right? I feel like it's probably undercharging, but like, you know, it's Christmas and like, and Hanukkah. They can do this for Hanukkah. I have the menorahs, and I'm gonna get blue and white sprinkles, and I have Hanukkah boxes. And I could always change the gingerbread to something else. Like I can do anything. I'm flexible. If they want to tip me, that's fine. I always appreciate tips. I love money. Yeah, I'm going to go put the cookies on the tray, and I'm going to make the frosting. I'm going to do it off camera because my phone's going to die. And I also want to do it downstairs because my stove is covered in stuff right now because, well, it's covered in baking, like cooling racks because I was cooling the cookies there because it's the only free space I have. Yeah, I'll be back to end the video, I hope, if I remember. Alright, these boxes are a little bent. I just wanted to finish the video. Wow, look at me finishing a video. Who is he? I do have to double the recipe for the frosting. It only covered about half the cookies. So that's what I'm going to do. Other than that, I think the baking day went perfect. These I do think are a little raw. They're definitely raw. Ugh. I do have crispier ones. So I'm going to go with those. Put those in the boxes. I don't think any of these can go in the boxes. They taste good. This is definitely raw. Yeah, I can't go in boxes. My bad. It is hard to tell with the gingerbread, like, when they're done, because they don't get golden brown. But everything else looks so good. I'm so excited. I'm going to make these boxes, print out flyers, maybe go to Michael's in the dollar store. What time is it? It's only like 4 o'clock. I might bring these to my tattoo artist, because I want to see her. I can't get a tattoo. I don't have enough money. But she's having another baby. Congrats to her. I love her so much. It's going to be her 4th kid. If it's another boy, I wish her all the luck, because she already has 3 boys. But she don't like tattoos. This is my armadillo. I got those guys. I got these guys. She just does a great job. I love her. So, I might bring these to her. Ask if I could leave out some flyers at her shop. I'm also going to leave some flyers at my mom's house because she has a daycare. She has a daycare. I'm going to say she runs a daycare. She does not run a daycare. She works at a daycare. What was I saying? She's going to leave some flyers at her place. Maybe on the Carvel board, because there's like a bulletin board at our Carvel, which is an ice cream shop, if you don't know, if you're not from like New York. And the lady at the Carvel is so sweet. She always asks how my work is going. Like the lady during the day. The kids work at night, like kids, like my high school. But she works during the day because she's older. Older. She's not that old, but she's older than the children. So that did not work well. Okay. I really should go and finish these and get a move on. So thank you for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope it's 10 out of 10. Yeah, I hope you have an amazing day, night, afternoon, evening, morning, etc. Thanks for watching. If you want to order cookies, if you want me at a party, I have my 3D printer. I can do parties now. Not 3D printer, cookie printer. Hit me up. I'll leave my Instagram down there. You can comment. Yeah. Bye.